Hey, just a quick little review of this North Face bag. It's such an embarrassment. I get so frustrated because I can't really find the travel products I want. I find things that are close, and this is one of those cases, but it's just an embarrassment to North Face. And I can't believe they put this out. I would really love someday to meet with somebody who made a decision to put out a product like this, because it's like, what are you thinking? Have you ever been on the road? Have you ever used this type of product? If I were the CEO of North Face and I saw this video, I would make everybody involved in this product carry a 1 liter water bottle in this all day, every day for like a month and get their feedback after that. Because if and I have a needle and thread and I'm going to go do, what I need to do to make it work, because this is all that's really available to me. So you can listen to the rest of it, but that pretty much sums up the whole review. Take care. So, travel gear, I'm always looking to upgrade my travel gear, and I got this puppy the other day. I paid about 2,000 pesos, about under $40. They originally wanted 4,000 pesos, which would make this close to $80. That just seems beyond unreasonable to me. $80 for a water bottle holder. Even at 40, it was like a, questionable buy. Little GoPro adapter there. But the reason I'm taking the time to shoot this video is because, this is North Face, right? And it cracks me up because you have such a great company like North Face, and they're still putting out junk. Like, this isn't junk, but it's, really close to junk. And it's just, I don't know what, well, as somebody opinion I value would say, I don't know what skinny jean wearing fool, would make this product. And yeah, I'm the sucker that bought it, but I bought it because I can never find what I want. This is very close to what I want, so it's better than what I've got, so it's, batter up, right? But look here at the instructions, right? The instructions say you take this loop that's very well fastened, a lot of strength to it, right? And you bring it over here and you attach it to this bungee cord here. So, like, who in their right mind would design something like that? It just makes no sense. And the way it hangs, if you just wear this like as a loop over your shoulder, then it hangs funny, right? And I just don't understand, are you that cheap or stupid that you couldn't go like this and put a quick release buckle there and make the strap a little bit longer so that it hangs like something that is, comfortable and usable and flat against the body. And because if you clip it on this, that's just like, this is all an afterthought. I mean, who made this and wore it for 6 months and used it for 6 months every day and said this is a great design, clipping this plastic clip that's not very comfortable to use and get on and off. And it's like, it just doesn't make sense. It's a two-handed operation to get it in there. And it doesn't come off very easily. It's, again, a two-handed operation. And I just don't understand the thought process. The other thing is, I like the design, but it needs another strap this way across the bottom, because if you take one of these little water bottles out, it's a little tight for 2 water bottles. Had some coffee in that one. But if you take the 2 water bottles, right, and you just use one, this will slide through eventually, right? It does pull through. So it just needs a little strap there, and then this side, if you're using one water bottle, you'll cinch it down and it won't go out that side. So it just needs a little tether strap, or they could have just, positioned this strap better. And it's made decently well. It's padded, which I don't really understand the necessity of it being padded. Maybe they're thinking some thermal, keep your water cooler or colder, but if you're outside for more than, any length of time, it's gonna, go to room temperature eventually. And then this is why I like it, is you can put bigger water bottles in there, right? So I wanted something where I could carry 2 small ones or a big one. And because I'm walking around a lot, I want a bigger water with me, and carrying a bigger water is not the easiest thing in the world. So, you know, I would have liked it to have been a little bit taller, right? So these would sit down in it, and this would, you know, like come up to about here on this water bottle, and maybe a little bit bigger, and then have a buckle that, you know, with a strap, so I don't have to take it off and on, you know, over my head the entire time. And then the other thing is look, if you made it a little bit bigger, then an iPhone Pro Max would fit in it, right? But right now an iPhone Pro Max won't fit in it, so it doesn't solve that problem. And if I put the 2 water bottles in there, let's put the empty one in first. And you gotta come in on this side. So that's nice, right? It's got a lot of expansion there. So that's really nice. I really like that, except now you can't put a phone or really use the pocket because the pocket's too tight. So, I mean, you could probably get your keys in there, maybe a thin wallet, but see how all the space of the pocket's gone because they didn't add any space for the pocket. They just sewed the zipper straight to the fabric. So it's got a little space for the pocket here, but that's only usable when the bag is empty. So the pocket space, you know, if they would have added a little bit of fabric here, then the pocket would actually have space and you could actually get a phone in there. But like even right now, you know, even if the phone would fit, it's really not fitting, right? So close and so far. And the thing that frustrates me, you know, you go to companies like North Face, and they monopolize the market, and they don't have shit that is actually like useful over time. You know, I bought this knowing it's not exactly what I want. I overpaid for it, but it's really all that is available to me at this point in time, unless I go to somebody and say, hey, you know, can you make me this? So they've got the market share, they've got the space to, you know, the space in the malls to sell shit, and they don't want to sell shit that you'll use for the next 5 or 10 years. They want to sell you shit that, you know, oh, this looks so cool and so pretty and so like, drives me nuts. And the last thing with this design here is you put a bigger water bottle in it and it won't cinch down all the way, and that's fine, right? But then give me a drawstring at the top too, right? Give me a drawstring at the top, and you know, that would be great. But you know, it just, the whole idea of doing this just cracks me up. And look, even with 2 hands, you know, I have to get in there and still depress this by hand. And you know, we're not all like little baby fingers, you know, I don't have big hands at all. And my thumb still covers to get that down unless I do 2 fingers, and that's super comfortable. Let me tell you, trying to, you know, weasel that in there and get 2 fingers, yeah, no. It's like, could you find a worse clip? I mean, seriously. And this isn't strong enough to, you know, do that on a regular basis. It's just, you know, yeah, sure, if you go like that, hopefully I'm still in camera frame, right? Sure, if you go like this, but, you know, okay, so then do that on the edge here. No, so then bring this down. Okay, so yeah, so that's probably the best way to do it, right? Just sorting this out is have a big loop there and you put it through and pull it down. But again, you know, is that the best clip? No, it's nowhere near. And you're North Face, you have every clip in the world available to you. You've got billions of people, or probably every manufacturer is trying to sell you a clip, and you go with this chinky plastic, you know, POS. I mean, I just don't get it. You know, you're supposedly the best at what you do, and the details, like as you can see, they've got a little seam there to give it space. So you're giving it space on the, but it doesn't actually give it space inside the pocket. because there's no room for it the pocket to expand. So phone carrier fail, water bottle, 60%. Oh, but it's got a key holder, so important. It's got a key holder, right? That's great. And it's got more tags and RFID, so you can check out without, seeing the cash register or the cashier. But, good for them. So you can get an RFID on there, so I can check out without, employing a customer service agent. But you can't make a product that's worthy. And, I get so frustrated because I know what I want. I know what I want is reasonable. And I think if what I wanted was on the shelf, people would buy one and they'd use it for the rest of their life. But instead, you get silly shit from companies that used to be worthwhile. And it's like, why? Who approved this? I mean, I'm not going to talk about other companies that have made faux pas in the past, but there's a lot of examples this year of companies doing big stuff, stupid stuff, and paying big time for it. And this is like a small, tiny product, but in my mind, you're ruining your reputation when you put out stuff like this that is so clearly flawed. Let's take a liter bottle of water and put it on this little tiny bungee cord and run around all day, and how long is that gonna last? Is that gonna last long? No. This bungee cord's gonna tear on these, and it'll break down and be done in here. So what's my alternative? Well, now, go find a buckle and find a strap and sew it on over here myself, and sew a little piece in here. And so just disappoint me, North Face. Just disappoint me time and time again. So anyway, my whole point was, I don't know who's making decisions to push products out like this, who's field testing this stuff, but whoever it is at North Face, I hope they take a long, hard dose of reality and actually go use this stuff for an extended period of time before they push it out to the street. Because, all the products out there I'm buying, they get close, right? But there's like significant clear issues, and it's just obvious that nobody's actually using this stuff and going back and saying, hey, this is how we need to adjust this, hey, we need to fix this. So rush it to get products out, and all you're doing is creating a market. So if somebody were genius enough, they would go make a water bottle holder, and I'm telling you, if you can fit an iPhone Pro Max and a wallet in the cup in the holder, and you can fit different sizes of water bottles, and it had a shoulder strap that was easy and comfortable, I'm 100% confident you would sell a ton of them, because I see these shoulder bags getting sold all over, and most people just want something to carry some water, carry a few small things, and I just don't get why you would go to the effort to make such a detailed product with all these different fabrics and so nice, and not do the due diligence of testing it or field testing it, or give it to 100 people and get their feedback before you hit the production line. Because literally, take this strap and put it right there on that side and put a quick release buckle, add a drawstring, and this product totally changes. And then if you really want to go over the top and make it a superstar that you can make for years, you make the pocket, make it taller, make the pocket big enough for an iPhone. And it's not going to increase the size significantly, but it's going to increase the usability and increase, and everybody's going to go, hey, where did you get that? And you're going to go, oh, well, I got it over there. And the next level would be to add a strip here, so you could disconnect the buckle here or connect it here, so you can carry it at an angle or carry it straight, right? So if I could take this strap and connect it here, have it, or this strap, whatever side, put one at the top and one at here, so you can cross body it as an angle too. And then again, most of these crossbody bags, when you're traveling, you need at the most, your passport, your phone, and a wallet. And a water bottle carrier that does that is going to be great, because in the wintertime, you get your coffee. In the summertime, you get your cold water bottle, and you go, right? But that is not something, if I saw somebody wearing this, I wouldn't be like, yo, where did you get that? And I stop people all the time, yo, where did you get that? Because I see a piece of travel gear, I either want to look closer at or, buy for myself. And so I'm just rambling because I'm frustrated and, packing up to go, and I'm happy I got this, but it's just disappointing. It's like heartbreaking to see companies like North Face do silly shit like this. I would really love to meet the person who designed this, and more importantly, the person who approved the design, and sit down and have a cup of coffee with them, or go for a walk and go over the details of why they made the decisions they made. Because have they spent any time on the trail, any time doing anything? Don't get it, man. Just don't get it.